Oh, I'll still be jamming to my intro music because it's fire. Kim, just admit it, Kimmy. Admit that it's fire. Just tell the people, welcome, happy Tuesday. Y'all forgive us for how we sound. Kimmy really ain't got no voice. We're gonna pray that laryngitis right on up off of him. And I got this head cold. So, baby, y'all gonna get these slurred words tonight. But all of the energy and love that we could bring to y'all because how dare we not come on here and y'all miss it, even if we're sick? I think we get brownie points. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
that.
You
I
agree we get
definitely
brownie
agree with
points?
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
because we pushing through, baby. Huh? Hello, world. Welcome to the Comfy Couch on the podcast about Nothing Network. Kim, you scared me.
How?
You all gooned out.
Well, so I'll get over sickness. Super
Well,
wrapped up.
dang. Well,
Listen,
well, warn me next time.
no,
I was about to sing. What's that song? Hold on, because I'm trying to post. I know y'all don't care. Oh my God. What's that song by, what's his name?
no, it's just, that doesn't
God.
help me at all.
The Goon song, Candy.
Ton of goon songs out there.
Wow. Well,
I
whichever one
mean,
you
you didn't give
master right
me
now.
anything to work off of.
Something, something, all my goons. Running down the- I can't
Oh
do it
yeah,
because of how
no,
you looking
no,
at
I got
me.
nothing, nothing.
I couldn't finish it because of how you looking at me.
Listen, this is not one of those looks. This is I'm struggling so I can get into bed. Look, like I'm barely functioning. Look, that's what this is. Exactly, Eric. Listen. She always be
Bottom
asking what these
line,
songs is. I don't know.
me and all my goons. That's what it's
You know what? Let's look it up. Let's do that.
called.
Google's a powerful tool.
I used to listen to it in high school and I was a thug. Now, come on, I know it's real. Greetings. Well, Cammy's looking up the song to verify. I need a verified check in the comments, E. Once he pulls it up, it's by Plies. Okay. Y'all, get
Oh,
ready
they found
for
it.
the. You did?
Oh, it is Bob Plies. Look at that. Look at that. So you were asking me about the song and you knew it.
You knew it.
Like, listen, I know two Plies songs. That's it.
In my
That's it.
unsaved time, I knew all of
Plies was
Plies.
garbage. Plies was trash.
I
He
will agree to
had
that now after the
Bust It
believe.
Baby. Bust It Baby was fire. Well, I think that's because the sample and Neo on the track. And then what do you have?
Of all the
Then
songs
you have
together.
Shorty. Yeah, Shorty with T Pain. Was it T Pain?
Because I want to sing it, but my voice.
Well, that,
Charlie! No, no,
well,
no,
see,
no,
yeah, well, there's
auto-tune.
that. There's
Okay.
that. That happened. Y'all got y'all little show tonight, little concert. I didn't ask for it, but y'all got it.
I was I was cutting up behind the scenes show. I was singing the old thank you, E. E, did you verify my check in the comments? Thank you. That's what I'm waiting on. Y'all, let's jump right in. Tonight we are hitting the factory reset button on what, Cam?
Uh, our lives. Nah, emotions. I could use a factory reset on my
No,
life right now.
that's about accurate.
I ain't
Factory
gonna lie.
reset button on our lives.
So I had
But
the
what he's
option.
supposed Kenny don't feel good, y'all. What he's supposed to say is factory reset button on our emotions.
I
We were just
switched
talking
it. I said emotions
backstage.
afterwards. After my joke, I said
We'll give you a pass if you don't feel good.
it.
What's my what your chick?
I think it did come out chick when you were
It
saying
did.
on my chick in the comment.
My chick. Chick. Am I saying that right?
Spell it.
Check. Verified chick.
Okay. Okay, I got you.
I,
I got
you get on my.
you. I just had to clear up any type of confusion people might have had, you know.
Factory resetting our emotions, y'all. Kimmy asked me the question behind the scenes when you verify on Facebook, like when you make it and stuff like that. The check.
I think he just messing with you at this point.
Oh, praise
Think
God.
he
I
messing
love
with
you, Eve. Thank you for coming on tonight. Reading the comments. Factory resetting your emotions. Me and Kevin was talking about stage, and he was like, "Well, what made you come up with this particular topic for today?" And I was like, "Baby, did you want to go there and ask, or did you just want to go there and ask?" And I was just being very honest with him and saying it was a lot of stuff going on personally for me, and I know for y'all as well. Audience, hey audience out there, hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in tonight.
you.
We love you guys. It was a lot going on last week, and I was telling Cammy that it was certain important people in my life that were pushing me to the old me, to making me feel very full of anger, very enraged, very unappreciated. The list goes on. I'm just stopping there for the sake of time, but I had to sit and I had to say, God, I need to get reset. Like this is not me anymore. I've done literally the healing work to get over these humps right here.
Mhm.
Now, it's some emotions that arise that are new for some of us in new phases of our lives, especially as you get older that you've never experienced. Those you can just take on the chin and keep on ticking. But these old things that was coming up, I was like, babe, fly down and help your sister because I need to hit reset. So, reset. What are those? What are we doing? What are we explaining? We are explaining what emotions are. Those intense, big vibrato, huh? Vibrato. My music people out there. Did you see my spirit hands, Kenny?
Yeah, I seen how proud of that word you are. You were so
Do
proud.
yours. Where yours at?
Spirit fingers? Well, there you go. That's it. That's
Oh,
all I got. That's all. Dude from Bring It
okay.
On would have been mad at me if he seen my first set. So
He
I
would have
really do.
absolutely kicked you out.
That's fine. I wouldn't have been there.
I love that movie, Bring It On. I've watched it so many times. Shout out to Bring It On. Oh, that's our era, huh? Go Millennials. Yeah, all of these intense, big vibrato feelings that just continuously crescendo. I don't know where the music jargon is coming from. Maybe because I played clarinet in middle school and I was always first or second chair. I'm very proud of that. We
For
could just
sure.
stay there. Have you ever played any instruments, Cam?
Not in school or anything. Like in my off time, I dabble. Like in my own time, yeah.
Right.
But
I didn't
I
want
never
nobody
was.
to know that. Never mind. I shouldn't have asked you.
Should ask me why. What's wrong with saying that? I will tell
Cause you know I
everybody
be
I
trying to
wasn't
keep
in
you to
band or
myself.
anything.
I be trying to steal you because I don't.
Oh,
Pimp.
well,
Never mind. It's the cast up. Yeah, he be dibbling dabbling. You're into making beats.
mhm.
Okay. Act like y'all didn't hear
Well,
that. World. Just cut that part out. On live. Just figure out how to do it. Just figure out how to do it. Thank you, E. Um, yeah, all of these big feelings that we be having, all of these intense emotions that be derived from our circumstances and mood and that's why I put what are those? Because that face that Kim put up there, that's exactly how I feel. Like, am I doing it? Did I wrong?
try it again. Hold on. I gotta compare. You gotta hold it for a second though. Keep holding it.
Did I do it?
No, do it again. You gotta hold it.
Did I do it? You're just gonna keep making me do.
The fact that you were going to keep doing it
I
is
I just
this
follow
is
commands. I'm learning
hilarious
how to
to
be
me.
obedient.
No, you don't. What? What? This what?
I learned how to
You
listen
have to
this
be
season.
obedient. Like you're not a dog or an animal or anything like that. Like you
I
don't
know,
need to be
but
obedient.
I don't listen well. So when you said,
I mean, clearly you do. Like you
I
can't
mean,
do
I do
anything.
for my profession, but in my life, behind the scenes, I got the hard headed. Can you just have you have you yourself had any really big feelings or emotions that you had to step back and be like, whoa, this is taking me out of my element. I really need to get, I don't even want to say a cat, but I really need to get a handle on these feelings that are arising and surpassing me because they picking up the old me and completely forgetting that the new me is here. Hello, I'm here. Like, have you had any of that going on recently with you?
Yeah, yeah. Mine stemming from a like a recent heartbreak. So feeling like I'm essentially kind of losing. I was losing myself. Just sulking and falling into a deep depressive state. And getting away from everything that made me me. Not doing the
Mhm.
things I like to do. Just dwelling on a situation that I couldn't change. Um, it's I'm still getting over. But I'm in a way better place than what I was, and it took a
Mhm.
while,
Yeah.
some months to even get to that point of realization where it was like, okay, yeah, something ain't right. Like this isn't. I don't even know who this person is at the moment. So, um, yeah, I definitely have experienced that. Um, Funny enough, I feel like all my major emotional outbursts or situations have stemmed from relationship type situation where I invest so much into somebody and something happens or whether it be getting cheated on or whatever, and it just sends me into a spiral, an emotional spiral. So um yeah, I've definitely been there. What about you?
So sad. I would say I have definitely been there. I would say not more so with a significant other, but with family.
Hmm.
Oh, 'cause they get my ticker ticking, Cammy. They get that ticker a ticking. And I think it's because I love my family so deep. When you love someone or something so deep, they're the first people, places, or things that will just shoot up emotions, right? They are the
Mhm.
first ones that get that initial reaction out of you, no matter how hard you try to condense it and control it. And they be trying, right? So I've definitely been there, but more with my family. And honestly, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes it could be harder with family with being there and dealing with these emotions because you don't ever want to offend anybody, right? This is blood we're talking about. You don't ever want to sever relationships, but sometimes. And if my voice was better, and if I didn't have this head cold, I would give y'all a bark today because sometimes you do have to put your big girl panties on and set those boundaries and make sure they stay 10 toes down, like we talked about in previous episodes. So yeah, it sucks. It really does suck. And the emoji face that's still going across the screen is still accurate for emotions because what are those? Which is rolling us into the next one. Who's running the show? Are we allowing, and I'm saying we because, baby, I'm included in this. Nobody's exempt. I am still human. Just because it's me and Carrie on the screen doesn't mean that we don't have lives. Over to you, Candy. I had to do my news anchor right there.
I don't have a life.
Please help me. Your face. I can't tonight. I
Oh,
can't. I
yeah,
can't.
I
Are
don't.
we
Like,
allowing our emotions to, in a sense, perfume the room? when we come in, or even when we're by ourselves? Are we allowing our emotions to run the show? What do I mean by that? Are you letting your emotions take tip top? Y'all can't see my hand control up here? Or are you actually working and having tools and having accountability partners in place to stabilize yourself, to stabilize your thinking? Do you have a faith to ground you? Do you have a task to do to focus on something else and really rationalize? Am I being logical? Am I being emotional? Am I just having a hissy fit? Am I throwing a tantrum? Is this really something that's going on? I'm looking for
I appreciate that,
I
brother.
love E so much. Cameron Chase, you are good, brother. Don't let that, yes, don't let that breakup hold you back, bro. Men empowering men. How sweet. I just
Appreciate
love
that.
it. Thank you, E. I think I'm so happy I forgot what I was saying. Reading that, I forgot. I just love when men empower each other. Like, we need that in our community. I know it took me off my game. But yeah, who's running the show? Kimmy, who running the show for you? I already know the answer to this, but
Do you? Do you real?
try me.
Who's running the show for me?
I'll say it off air
Oh, all right. Um,
after you
I
get the right
mean,
answer.
wow. Okay.
What you're about to say right now.
Um, I would say I would say that I'm running the show once I get a handle on it.
Okay.
Because initially, um, my emotions do take over and take control until I can rein those in, or reel them in, and really get a grasp, a handle on the situation, and I can kind of like guide that ship where I want it to go. And those who know me know that I don't like bringing people into that negative space. I don't like, putting my problems out there.
Hmm.
I know I do have a support system and things like that, but I don't like being that negative person. I like being the person that makes everybody laugh or, has a good time. So when I am going through those situations and things like that, I shut down because that's how I get a handle on things. That's how I control what's going on. And I compartmentalize it, I shut down, and, I will work through it, work it out in the way that I know how to, especially if it's something that I feel like it's something that only I can control. It's not something that somebody else, if I'm going to somebody, they can help me with. No, if it's a situation that somebody can't actually help me with, I'm not going to pull that person into what I got going on. So, um, I would say that I am running the show, like I said, but it does take me getting to the point where I I can run the show. Like I get a grasp on the situation to run the show. It's okay to shut
Thank
down, but you don't have
you.
to shut out.
Thank
That's true.
you.
That is
That
true.
was in less words than what I would have said, because y'all know I would have given y'all a whole lengthy book. But you summarized everything that I was going to say. You don't have to. You can shut down, but don't shut out. That is for Cammy. Thank you so much. I think for me, at times it's both. Let me explain what I mean. Excuse me. At times, my emotions run the show, and then it clicks after I'm being goofy, and that I've cried too many times, and I'm like, okay, something has to take over. It kicks in after I'm being dramatic. That I have a God that works everything out, right? So
Mhm.
for me, it goes like this. Oh my God! Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm emotional. This is happening. It's taking over. I'm freaking out. I need help. And then he's like, Shavaughn, did I do a good God voice? Praise God. Calm down. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, I I got you. Like for me, I really have him to ground me and to be like, listen, stop being so dramatic and calm down. Like you're not really running anything. I allow you to feel these intense things that bubble up and overwhelm you, especially as a woman, baby. You know, every time it's always something with us. We just emotional beings. Nothing wrong with that. But to have it in check and to have him guiding me, I realized that I don't have to magnify everything that I'm feeling. And not even go, come on, I think we're about to switch gears into relationships because that would even help solve problems with men and women in relationships if we could get a good hold on ourselves as women and say, girl, you don't have to magnify everything. The drama could stay with the llama. Where's the llama? In Africa. Are you in Africa? No. So just leave it. Like, it makes no sense. Like, Kim, you agree with that?
We have llamas in America. Just
Well,
they're,
llama,
they're not just like Africa. No,
Arizona.
that's, no, I agree though. I agree.
Like that would really help if you just make like earlier today I put out for my little tidbit. Maybe it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Doing a
Mm,
checklist, making sure you go through those things that you're feeling and saying, okay, this is at the top of my list. I'm feeling really angry. This emotion of anger is consuming me. I am going to hurt someone. That's not for y'all. That's for me because that was my life. Okay, that was my life this week. I am going to hurt someone. I'm going to get somebody by the throat and I'm going to bop them on the nose and hopefully they fall down, but I don't go to jail for it. Okay, praise God. I had that at the top of my list and I'm like, are you really angry? And I'm like, okay, no, checklist, I'm not angry. What's really going on underneath? Well, I'm just frustrated. Okay, you're frustrated. Where's the frustration coming from? I haven't had sleep. I've been moving. I've been running around. I've been ripping. I've been momming. I've been educationing. Yes, I'm making that word up. I've been businessing. Okay, lifing. And all of that, being responsible can make you angry. I don't know how many times I have to tell y'all that, but I'm just going to be very honest. Being responsible, having a lot of responsibility, it can make you really angry. It can stress you out. It can frustrate you. And in that moment of last week, I was like, oh, anger. Why can't I never get my hair right, y'all? Anger, frustration, overwhelm. I needed to rest
mhm,
physically from my body. I really needed to just lay down and I didn't have the moment to think like, oh, you're tired. It went straight up to punch somebody in the nose. Not think and rationalize and calm down in that moment. I know, I'm working on it. But it went straight up there until I made my checklist and I was like, okay, God, help me. Help me see where the root of this thing is. Siobhan, you're tired. You need to lay down. I don't know if I told you, but I have to take a nap every day. About 15 minutes. I have to power my life down and shut down. Yeah. And my mom, as a witness, she knows like this is the kid that had to take a nap every day to reboot. My life is just like that. I have to reboot and shut everything down for a while and then restart afresh and anew because that works for me. And
mhm,
because I was doing so much work, I wasn't allotted my rest, my nap time. I was missing my naps and I was becoming very crab apple-y. Yes, Kimmy, don't laugh. I'm so serious about the naps, man.
I can
I was
tell.
missing
I can
my
tell.
naps, and it was masking itself as anger. It was masking itself as frustration. It was masking itself as feeling being unappreciated, always jumping to the rescue, always being the one that's the. Because listen, I'm just telling on me tonight. I am really a rider. If somebody needs me to be down, I'm down, which lower than a snake in a wagon's tree. Do you hear me? Both flats on a
Hold on.
Cadillac, like
What
down.
was that? What was that
Lower than a
phrase?
snake in the wagon's trail. You know how the wagons make the little trail and it makes the imprints deep.
Okay.
Don't
I've,
here you
I've
go. I have
never
no time.
I've never heard that. No, I mean it's good. I never heard that.
I
I
have no
just needed
time.
you to run it back
Let
one
me be
time for the one
country.
time.
Let me
That's
be
fine.
country, please.
That's fine.
Thank you. I be down like that. Okay. That song, something from Bow Wow, something because she knows she down with that. Yeah, that be me. On JoJo, the song, the remix when she did "Baby It's You,"
You went from Bow
baby.
Wow to JoJo. I need you to work on
It
your
was them. It
song
was JoJo's
references
song.
before.
It was JoJo's song, but Bow Wow was on the remix, Cam.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna
Maybe
take your
it's
word
you.
for
Look it up. And he did the hook, and he was like, "Cause she a down chick, and something something, she down with that." And I was like, "Okay, that's me." And-
it. She is Amish. Okay. You churning your own butter and stuff too? Yeah. You was out here with him. Yeah, okay.
If I
Understood.
could, I would. I like how the Amish live. They don't be bothered by society. Dear God, and they make everything out of wood, and it be clean cut too,
Do,
homegrown stuff. They
do.
fruit. Listen, you had some Amish fruit.
No, but I have had Amish donuts and they fire.
That's it. That's all we need to talk about for the rest of the night.
No, no,
Amish
because
donuts? Why would you say
not
that? And you know
about
I
to
love
talk
food.
about. Well, you started the
The
food
donuts of the
conversation.
Amish?
Uh, yes, yeah, yeah. I've had Amish donuts.
Hello, let's go. Hang up the line, and let's go get in the car. Get some
I'm
donuts.
not driving 2.5 hours to get no donuts. They are
Get
in your city. This is where I had them. So, like, not driving up there for no donuts.
Oh my goodness. Come on now. Come on, work. Listen. What was we saying, Kevin? We just went all the way.
He was talking about Amish. Well, we weren't talking about Amish. Oh, you got caught Amish. Oh,
Can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Why my stuff always want to act up online? Wow.
No,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I hear you.
I can't hear
Oh,
you.
so sorry, we are having a little technical difficulties.
Kimmy, can
We'll
you
get it
take us into
resolved.
our game as I fix my technical
I
difficulty?
can, I can.
Can
So
you roll us into our game
we are
time?
bringing back a game that we played a few episodes back, called Picking Up or Putting Down. So basically, if you weren't here to experience it the first time, first go around, um, we take words or phrases, um, and we determine if we want to pick those up and kind of lean into those, or if we want to put those down, and then putting them down, we kind of put those behind us, um, in order to kind of move forward and essentially grow. So Lord and the snake in the wagon trail. Yeah, I'm right there with you on that. That took me by surprise. So, but so now that we do have Miss Shavaughn back,
Baby,
or how you doing? Can you hear us?
tonight is a night, honey.
You
Okay,
good?
Kim,
Is
you
your
ready?
audio back? You good? Yeah, I'm good. You good?
Set my stomach. Because why? All right. We're not missing a beat here tonight. This is showbiz. Kimmy, roll the first. What we picking up and what we put down while I laugh at me.
Oh,
Enjoy.
enjoyment. So what does that mean when you say enjoyment? What do you mean by that?
Um, I think I meant being present in the moment, like
Mm.
enjoying where you are, like that is a
Mhm.
that's a feeling that a lot of my clients have a really hard time trying to grasp and
Okay.
you know go around the mulberry bush trying to figure out like how do I enjoy just living for right now. I'm so focused on the future. I'm so focused on what I don't have right now. I'm so focused on what I just love my little side. I'm so
That's-
focused on what I don't have where I'm not, and it bothers me. So how do I figure out how to just be me right now in this moment? How do I figure out how to be Shavaughn right now with Ken on the podcast about Nothing Network, doing what we're supposed to be doing, working?
mhm.
Like how do I sit in this moment? A lot of people don't know how to do that. So I think I put enjoyment because we have to enjoy life for what it is right now, people. You can't rush the future. You don't hold it in your hand. You don't have the power to do that. So, yay! Pick that up, Cam. Why are you picking up enjoyment?
Um, Mainly because I need to learn how to do it. I need to learn how to live in the present, live in the now. So, um, and that's something I'm working on. But it's a new concept for me. Um, Especially since I've never taken the time to learn how to live for myself. I've always been about everyone else, making sure everybody else was good before I even considered to think about, not even think about, but to consider thinking about thinking about myself. So yeah, that's why I'm picking that up.
Let's pick it up, people. Pick up enjoyment. Say, pick it up. Pick it up. That reminded me of Major Payne. He was making a boy. He was like, pick it up. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, do the voice.
I can't
Do it. We gotta go to the next one.
do it. Can you do it?
Not right now. No, I can't. I can do it regularly, but not
I
right now.
told you. That's all I got.
I'll give you. I will give you an E for effort. Um,
Eat. Period crying.
so that's what you get an E for effort.
That's one of
So
my
for the
favorite.
next one,
Don't move.
we got unhappy.
Do we even have to expound? Can we move on to the next one?
That, that's fine. That was yours. So
Do we got to
yeah,
say anything there? Let's just move it right along, brother.
all right. So for the next one,
Ooh, being scared. I put this one because as individuals, as human beings, we have a lot of big dreams, big goals, big ideas. And sometimes we let fear and being scared intimidate us and keep us away from executing what we desire, what we see, what we dream about, what we know to be true, and what we know we can do. And I have been a victim of being scared of being great. Does that make sense?
mhm.
Being
Yeah.
scared of being great because, and it's not that I wasn't told. It's not that I was told all my life, oh, you never be anything, you never. I was not told that all my life. I was actually very, very blessed to have individuals around me, especially growing up in church that actually poured into me and spoke what God spoke, what He spoke before He made the foundations of the world, when He predestined and made all of us already. What He already spoke, I've had the privilege of that being spoken over me at a very young age. So I already knew what I was going to grow up and come into by way of prophecy through the word of knowledge, right? But
Mhm.
it was so big hearing that you're gonna be this great so young. I backed up and I was like, "Girl, I don't know if 18-year-old Siobhan can handle this because this is a God. You want me to be that great? I just don't know if I can live up to your expectations. You're putting a heavy load on me, and Yeah, I'm just gonna run away because what else can you do? Just you can see everything, but don't see me. It's too big. I'm scared. I'm terrified. Like you're calling me to do these things. How am I gonna do that?
Mhm.
How? How? And then those questions, they start to ruminate. They start to twirl on the wheel of doubt. Huh? Like the Price is Right when Bob used to be like, "Come on down," and they spit that wheel.
Right.
Okay, on the wheel where you won. It was fear. It was me being scared. It was me running away, and I was like, I can't spit in that because if I win, what am I gonna do with it? So I put scared because of that reason. Because my destiny, it's always been bright, but it was like it. But I'll put it down. I'll put it down.
I'll pick it up.
Let's
Um, it's more so because I feel like I don't fear a lot, and because I don't fear a lot, I will get myself into things and do things that I know I shouldn't do because of that lack of fear. Um, and not necessarily caring about the outcome and things like that.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm picking that up because I need to learn and understand that it's okay to be afraid. I need to essentially practice what I preach because I tell that to my kids all the time. Anytime they are like, "Hey, daddy, I'm scared to do this," or, "I don't know if I can." I'm like, it's okay to have that fear.
Mhm.
One, it teaches you to shoot to overcome it, but having that fear is the number one example of you care. And I think that, having that fear and having those nerves is a indicator that you care deeply about something. As for any type of situation or circumstance, I feel like something I try to tell even members of the network who may have been nervous about being on camera and things like that. And I know we've had conversations where it's like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. Like I'm too nervous. Like it's fine to be nervous. That just means that you care about what you're about to do, about the product that you're trying to put out, about, you know, whether it be a sporting event or anything like that. Like if you I can't tell you anybody who doesn't have nerves before they step onto a football field or before they step onto a basketball court or before they step onto a stage to do a presentation or something like that. And that fear, though, that nervousness, it's a good thing in my eyes. And it's something that I want to really develop. Um, it is that fear, and that passion. So I'm gonna pick that up and try to work on that. So,
I say I see exactly where you're coming from, and I absolutely agree that a certain level of caution is absolutely necessary when you're diving into things. Because you're right, like, I'll be falling apart backstage, and then Kerry, he comes, because I'm scared of getting something wrong. I'm scared of saying the wrong thing. I'm scared of messing up. The way that I just flew off the camera 5 minutes ago. Do you know how hard I'm going to cry backstage? I'm going
oh,
to
she's not.
cry.
No, she's not.
Okay, because it was a mess up, and I like things to be perfect. So that level of ooh, I think it's necessary. Okay, roll us into our next one.
Offended.
Ooh, you can go first.
It's easy. Man, I'm not easily offended. Not much offends me, so I
Put that thumbnail.
I have a very strong I don't care what people think meter or gauge. So
Okay.
um something about like I don't not much offends me. Um at least when it's geared towards me. Now there are things that are offensive that if it's projected towards somebody else, it will upset me. But I think that's just the defender slash protector in me that I don't like seeing other people offended. Especially when it's unwarranted or unnecessary. But when it comes to myself, not much gets to me in that sense. So, but why did you say pick up? Or what did you say? Hold it up again. Let me see what you got. What you got? Okay, you put it down. Okay, okay, okay. So why are you
I
putting it down?
too, I will boast and say that I am like Cammy. I have a very uh, a tough skin when it comes to being offended. However, I will tell myself, like I always do, y'all, I am the person who offends. The mouth, the mouth. I'm working on it. It's some things that just before I realize what I said, I have offended my brother or my sister. And in all wholeheartedness, I'm trying my best to do better because I want to walk this thing out that I preach about, that I teach about, that I sing about, that I work for. It's very hard because I will offend somebody with a look. Because sometimes facial expressions is offensive. Okay. And a lot of people
Very
are
true.
unaware of that. And I will offend these eyes don't lie. This face will be in the place and it will disgrace. Okay, I, I'm gonna put it down because I do know what it's like to be on the other side of being offended, and I absolutely don't like it. Because let's be very real right now. When you're offended, it can groom you to be a grudge holder.
Mhm.
That's not healthy. That's absolutely not what you need. We are supposed to be practicing forgiveness, going on the wheel of forgiveness. You're supposed to forgive more times than you blink. Ah, is that hard? Absolutely, yes, it is. Is it worth it? Yes, because at the end of your day, your conscience is clear and you can sear off all of the unnecessary offense and unnecessary hurt, anger, pain, resentment, bitterness that you are harboring when you put in forgiving when you're offended. Okay, church folks? Because that was for
Mhm.
y'all. Really. Okay. Carrie, moving on.
So
I
you got your last one, which is love.
don't know, Carrie. What would you say backstage? Miles is in the middle.
Um, as
Let me see.
Scarface, the rapper, once said, "F love, it don't live here." Um, that's not right now. You can get rid of that. You can miss me with all the
Love.
love stuff right now. Um, just miss me with all that. Uh, so yeah,
That was it.
I'm I'm working on me.
Oh, what did you
So
say,
that's
audience? Oh, what did you say, people in the comments? Don't let Carrie give. Oh, I thought that was
that's
I
that's,
thought that's what
that's
I heard.
no. I'm
I,
checking the comment section right now. I don't see any of that.
I thought
Um,
that I heard y'all say, "Don't let Carrie." Well, guess what? I'm not. We're gonna let him take a break,
yeah,
a little stint of a break, because he got a lot going on. We're gonna let him take a break, but are we gonna let him give up? Absolutely not. Cameron, back to you. Oh, it's my
as
turn, huh?
as I said once before, love don't live
Okay, no,
here.
don't finish that. No, okay, back to me. Don't finish that. I'm in the middle, but I'm just playing. I'm husband. Do you husband? Do I need to say anything else, baby? If you're out there, show yourself. Be sent by God first, huh? Let's be very clear about what I'm saying here. Husband, please come on. I'm hanging on. Cause I know that you're out there. Where are you? Pick it up. I know that you're out there. And if you ever watch this, just be like, wow, she was talking. It was a clarion call to me. She's holding on because I can see us making it an some enchanted evening. Remember that the Temptations. I can see us having enchanted evenings. I can see the wedding. I'm going to pick up love. not just in a romantic sense, but in every way, shape, and form, in business, in finance, in mental, and emotional, and spiritual. I have to remain persistent in walking this love thing out because what people don't tell you is one of the hardest things to do is to love. I mean, they just grow us up and be like, okay, go figure it out. Sometimes you need to sit people down and be like, one of the hardest things that you're ever going to have to do, especially when you're dealing with your emotions and these feelings, is love. That right there is a whole session by itself because then you're asking yourself, well, what does love look like to me? How was I taught love? Was I really taught love? Was I really given love? Was love really for me? Was the love that came from my parents really the ones I was supposed to? Were they in their mess so much that they forgot to really show me were they loved? Like it's a rabbit hole of things that we could go down, but I'm gonna pick it up. Husband, please. Can we make that thumbnail?
Make you what you want me to make you like a Christian Mingle account or something? That- He said, make it a thumbnail. They not gonna understand what it means by just the thumbnail. Like, that-
Husband, husband, husband.
I guess.
That's
I
it by
guess
God.
we'll make it happen for you. We'll get you
Okay, so carry on my back.
we'll get you a love page together. Finding love. That could be your next segment. Finding love with Shavaughn under the
Listen,
comfy couch.
finding love on the
Get you
comfy couch.
get
I
you a
actually,
get you a VH1 show.
I,
Something.
do you know how great that would
We'll work
be?
on that. We'll submit it.
All right,
We'll pitch it to some networks and see what happens.
we gonna pitch. We gonna get that out there. I bet you they pick it up. Pick it up. You
There
see
it
what I did?
is. You learning. You learning how to bring it back. Callbacks. I like it.
I was trying. It's a
Mm,
process.
okay.
Any more,
All
Kenny?
right. So we're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna get into mine.
Let's go.
So
Trust. Ooh.
trust. Uh, so for me, I'm gonna pick that one up. Trusting is one of the hardest things in the world for me. Um, trust people, and I know I shouldn't let past experiences um kind of dictate, future um situations or interactions and things. Um, but when majority of your life and the interaction actions I've had up until this point, not all, but of a large majority, have been built off of me trusting somebody just to find out that there was nothing but distrust coming
Mm,
from
mm,
their end or within the situation. That's friendships early on. That's family dynamics and things. That's why, like Siobhan said earlier, a big part of her situation and emotional ties stem from her family. Um, Majority of my family has been cut off, so and that's how I've severed those emotional ties. Um, and it all stemmed from me trusting someone that I thought I could trust just to find out that I actually weren't able to at all. Because I've done something to betray that trust. So, learning how to trust and not just trust, but fully trust again, is something that I am working on. It's something I'm definitely um, looking to pick up. So, over to you, Siobhan.
mm. Look at you.
Okay.
Got your newscaster voice on. I hear you can.
Know what that is. I
Let me have
wish.
one.
I wish.
Let me
No,
have one.
no. We talked about that already. No.
Fine. I'm gonna continuously pick up trust. Part not partially, majority because of my faith.
Mhm.
Having a relationship with God and stabilizing that teaches you how to handle human beings.
Mhm.
So I have learned that because of me making sure that my connection line with the big man upstairs is constantly working, I'm
Mhm.
constantly learning behind the scenes how he really, 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 and we may just even finish the episode right here, seriously. I'm learning behind the scenes how he really has everything tightly woven, like every puzzle piece and plan in our lives he executes it flawlessly. And when you lean on trusting him with all of you, when you surrender completely, when you just say, okay, we've been, I, I'm just being me. Today, I was in the bathroom getting ready for the show and I'm praying. And I was like, God, I've been here before. I've been here with these emotions before. I've been here feeling like this. I've been here asking you to hit factory reset. And ever so sweetly, the Holy Spirit said, just trust me. And I was like, okay, I do because I've been here with you before. I've seen you pull me through so many disastrous situations. The ones that okay, 99.9%, it was me getting myself into them because he was telling me to go away from 'em. But I'm hard headed. I like to test the fire, huh? Like I like to do it. I like to be a fire tester. Pyromaniacs gotta go, huh? 'Cause you don't play with fire. Ain't that what Smokey said? Smokey the Bear? You can't play with fire. And I would be playing with fire, and he would constantly pull me through. And for
Mhm.
me, that shows me that God is a man that he cannot lie. That's in the word. I have learned to trust him because in my 2.5 year stint of figuring it out and being on my own, and when I say on my own, I mean like being told to quit your job because God's going to provide for you, being told to start a business out of the blue and still stay afloat and you have a kid. Like that sounds great. It was some crazy stuff that was happening in my life, but I was hearkening into God's voice. And even going to this pastor that I follow, her name is Shavaughn Smith. She wrote a book and it says, "When trusting God make you look stupid." Like that's the title. That was my life. When trusting him, still trusting him, makes me look absolutely asinine. I was like, God, you got me out here looking real donkeyish. My family don't understand why I'm doing this. My family don't understand why I'm going here, why I'm trying to move here, why I'm trying to shift here and get there. They just looking like she's dumb. She got a kid. Like it don't make sense. And I'm like, God, why would you make me look stupid? I hate looking stupid. I hate it. I hate it. I just can't stand it. And he was like, it's because you haven't completely surrendered all of what you're working with to me and being present today with being in the bathroom getting ready when he said just trust me instead of me saying oh and crying like I would usually do and calling somebody and saying oh my god my life's falling apart. I just stood up and I was like, I've been here before with you. I may not can say that about my sibling. I may not can say that about my significant other. I may not can say that about my church family. I may not can say that about anybody, a person, an actual figure. But with you, I've been here with you every moment in my life, whether it was good or bad. God, you have been there. I've been here with you in these moments of all of these big things going on with my feelings. And you
Mhm.
have never let me down. You have calmed me. You have told me that it's going to be all right, even when I didn't feel like it, even when I didn't see how. He still figured it out. And going back to the beginning, when I say he flawlessly executes that thing, he does it. And he releases his hand more over our lives when we get in the groove of him. Trusting him more results in trusting ourselves. Because let's be very honest, sometimes we're not taught how to trust ourselves. We're not taught how to love ourselves. Let's be for real. Sometimes trusting ourselves, it look a little shaky because we weren't given the right tools. Sometimes being trusting ourselves means that we got to think. Some people don't like to think a lot. Sometimes trusting ourselves means that we have to go all the way out our way to prove that we just this, like I said earlier, this down type of person. I don't feel like doing that today. I just want to rest. So a lot of times we push away those things that we are uncertain of, but it's really those things that we need to come to and say, God, I trust you. I take my hand out of your bowl. And what's in the bowl? Him fixing everything. Because we so human.
we be putting our hands all in stuff, messing everything up, baby. Just toss it up instead of putting your hands in something. Visualize yourself.
Mm.
I'm a visual person. Visualize yourself tossing it up to the big man. Now, whether you think he caught it or not, it's somewhere. 9 times out of 10, it's with him because he cares for you and he loves you. That's all in the word. But it went somewhere, and he is working behind the scenes to fix that thing. So right here, I know we just went all the way left, but right here, just be encouraged to release everything that is being withheld from you trusting
Mm.
anybody. Trust God with that. Trust God with your pain. Trust God with your sorrow. Trust God with your disasters. Trust God with your F ups. Because the song that came to me was what was that song? I grew up a screw up, got introduced to the game, and I can't, I can't
Don't go
finish it.
don't go
But
there. Do not go there. Yeah. That was a good connection, but yeah, don't go there.
the screwing up, like the mess
I
ups.
I
We be
understand what you meant.
fumbling out here. Do you hear me? I fumbled the bag last year, Cam. People don't realize that. Like last year, I lost all of my faith. Like I had no faith because of stuff that was happening. And people want to be like, "Oh no, she's so holy. She's so." Baby, I gave up on God. He was a non-factor a year ago. This is not no 13 years ago. This ain't no, oh, she putting out all of these encouraging tidbits. She coming on here, sitting us on the couch, giving us. This was a year ago. My life was a living hell. I was being tormented. I was not ready to end my life, but I was ready to end somebody else's life because of what I was going through,
Mhm.
because of that anger. And God really had to shake me and be like, okay, I'm going to show you what it's like to not trust me. And it was worse than what I was going through, not having him in my life. And I purposely pushed him away because why would, in my thought process then was, God, if you're so great, why would you allow this to break me at the most pivotal time of my life? When I was supposed to be transitioning, when I was supposed to be expanding, when I was supposed to be growing. Why would you allow this to happen? And it took a whole lot of trying and trusting him to get my vision back to where he needed it to be. It wasn't him. It was just people making honest mistakes, not thinking about their children when they grow up. It was a people thing. It wasn't a God thing. And I
Mhm.
really had to learn. I'm like, God, even because of you taking your time with me, you didn't give up on me when I gave up on you in that year. Like you still showed yourself faithful. I was still mad at you holding a grudge, but your love, the fact that you woke me up, the fact that I still have breath to try again and to get it together lets me know that you're not done with me. So I trust you enough with that. I'm done. Shut the show down because I'll keep going. I would keep.
That
I didn't
was
even know
good.
all that was gonna come out, Ken, but trusting we be so in our own way a lot of times that we just forget that it is a bigger person out there that handles not small things, not little things, not minute things, not semi. He does everything from the semi to the grand scheme of things and he fixes it all. So when we say trust, I have to pick all of that up because I know what it's like to not trust and to be broken from trusting, especially family members. And when we get in these relationships, me with men, you with women, these
Yeah.
nuts out here breaking our heart, getting on our nerves, playing with our feelings, playing in our face like that. That make me, I don't know if it make Karen mad, but that make me mad. And I be having to catch myself. I don't have time for games anymore. I don't want to trust anymore. My heart's been broken to the point to where I don't even feel like I know how to fix it. It's easier for me to just stay by myself right now. That was the broken me. The healing me is like, okay, I my knees are shaking, but I'll go out and try again. Come on, husband. I trust you to come. Okay. All right. We can just jump straight into our comfy takeaways because I done took all the time.
My goodness. Um,
What you want to do to take away, Cam?
I kind of said it all. Just I guess my biggest takeaway, and this will be for everyone, is um just getting in tune with your emotions.
What is it?
Learning how to handle them, knowing what not knowing, but learning what they mean
Mm,
within that moment, and learning how to properly deal with them in a positive way, that they don't become a hindrance or something that leads to a setback within yourself. Um, so just essentially learning how to properly deal with and express your emotions in a very positive way, one that will be positive for yourself before anything or anyone else. So that would be my biggest takeaway from all this.
I just look. He just don't even know. He's so great. He just don't. Y'all, he don't know. He don't know yet. We gotta help him. We gonna get him there. We ain't gonna let Kim give up. I love that. I had a few takeaways, but I'm gonna have to shorten them, and I'm gonna read them off because, honey, this gift of gab is on me. Number one, say number one in the comments. Number one, uno. And then for my French people, un. Number one, un. Okay. Check in with him before you check in with them. Say that with me. Check in with him before
Mhm.
you check in with them. What do you mean by that,
Uh,
Shavaughn? If you are firstly, foremost, going to them for advice, going to them on how you are about to have this emotional outburst, you're about to be this wreck, you are about to be salivating with your emotions, just oozing all over the place, falling into a deep, dark depression, going up and down, having mania, having episodes, doing borderline things. Call my psych people, y'all know what I'm talking about. You're wrong. Ooh, that burn. Ugh. It was a stinker, but it was a necessary one. Check in, check in with him first. Why? He is unbiased. Your friends, family,
um,
they're biased. Okay? Especially when it's a situation that they're familiar with. Number two, he already has all the answers. Baby, what you missing is being patient. Because when we explode with all of these emotions, we don't really want to hear what's right to do. We want to be so puffed up and bang and pushing all of this out because our body is saying, hey, this big thing is happening, it's taking over, you're feeling it, so just say it. Self-control is a thing, it's a fruit of the spirit. Go look at Galatians 5. We have to learn how to get that on the inside of us and prune that. Okay? It has to grow. Self-control, being patient. When you're checking in with God first, nobody else opinion matter, matter. Okay, I had to do the echo. Did I do a good echo? Give me your face. I can't. I'm sorry.
yeah,
It doesn't
it's all I
matter.
got right now.
It doesn't matter. You're talking to a source that is full of resources.
Mhm.
Okay. So what I want to talk to somebody that knows half of everything or is full of everything. That I'm about to preach. Next, tools. People, you got to have the tools. You need to have the tools to calm down. Second comfy takeaway. Make sure you are putting these tools in your tool belt. Checklist is a major thing. Like I said earlier in the show, when you go through what you're feeling and you get to the root of it. Remember earlier I said, I am angry, I'm going to hurt somebody. And then I dropped it down and I said, I'm frustrated. Well, why are you frustrated? Uh, I'm a little mad. Why you mad? I'm tired. Boom. There it is. We figured it out. Baby girl didn't have her nap for 5 days in a row. She's a crab apple. So you're not really angry about to hurt somebody. Your body needs rest. And remember, I tell y'all about the book, The Body Keeps the Score. When you're not taking care of your mind, your body feels the residual effects of it physiologically. You have to take care of your mind to make sure that that body is going to function if you want to live past 73, especially Black, brown community. Let's get it together. Number two, trust God with all of you. I said that earlier. He won't get it wrong. We can move to four. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, act. You got to allow the Holy Spirit to be active in your life, and you have to call on Him when you're feeling all out of place and when you need a factory reset on your emotions. Why? Because He's so in tune with you. He knows you better than you know you. So check in with him. Ask him to activate on that checklist and say, okay, did Cammy offend me or did I just hear him wrong? I tell my sisters all
Why
the time,
why gotta be me though? What I ain't
you're
never
the
say
first person I seen. You didn't offend me.
I
I'm
ain't
just
say
using you as an
nothing.
example. Sorry. I tell my sisters all the time in conversations when we're having sister conversations, I always let them know, hey, this sentence, you have to eat the whole sentence. Don't just take the meat and the potatoes out of the sentence and leave the starches and leave the pasta. Don't leave the bread. Don't leave the nutrients. Don't leave the vegetables. Don't take the meat away and then just give me a plate full of. I don't need all of that. Don't do that. Don't take all of the protein and then leave me all of the good necessary vittles. Eat it all so that you can hear clearly what I'm saying. You hurt my feelings because of what you said. Don't just hear hurt and stop right there and say, "Oh, well, she's offended again." No, baby, it was because of what you said. So ask the Holy Spirit to activate. Okay. I have scriptures. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly beloved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. That's Colossians 3 and 2. When you're feeling these big feelings and you need to hit the factory reset, these are the things that you are now pouring into yourself. So now what? Okay, I got rid of anger. I got rid of frustration. I got rid of being upset. I'm going to now put on meekness. I'm going to now put on, and in my mind, gentleness, self control, patience, and humility, because that is what my real emotions are supposed to be doing, not all of this other stuff. Okay? Having peace, and this is the last one, and we can be done. Having the peace that surpasses not some understanding, not one understanding, not two. My French people, not un, deux, trois, huh? Not three. All. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to look at you again. All. Put it in the comments. All. That surpasses all understanding. He gives us that. Because sometimes we don't understand these emotions. Sometimes we don't understand how to reset them. But guess what? When you put peace on that thing, open up your mouth and say, God, I need peace in this area because I feel like this. It works every time. Whether you feel instant gratification or not, I'm telling you, it's going to do something for your spirit because we are comprised of spirit, people. This is just a body that we walking around in, but on the inside, we're really full of spirit and life. And it helps your spirit to get to where it needs to be so that you don't be out here looking all crazy. Back to you, Kim.
Nah, I got nothing. You said it all.
Well, you
Go
guys,
ahead and take us out of here.
we pushed through this episode, baby. Kim, flip up the flippity, hippity, gippity, skippity, bobbity, hippity do. And let's roll out
Oh,
the list for the
what?
week of the podcast about nothing network
Wow.
crew. Sign me.
Wow. No, because I had no idea what you was talking about at first.
Sign
So that's
me.
that. No. If you get this right, baby, we might get it right. You gotta get it right.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. From the beginning, it made me think of, see, I'm so churchy. I was about to say, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Woo! Thank you, Lord. Easy Monday motivation. I am such a fan. That is 8 p.m. every Monday. Why not take the time to start your week off and be motivated? Tuesday, which is today, but it will be another Tuesday, praise God. The comfy couch. Woo! Woo! Every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Going into Wednesday, another one of my listen, Smell-O-Vision, Cam, I need you to get on it. It's Food Talk, the Foodcast with Scotch with E and Rome the Chef. They be chefing up stuff that I be trying to crawl through the screen and get. So Kim, if you can hurry up and solidify that for us, I'll greatly appreciate you for that. We are back on Thursday with Just Clowning with my man C Mello, aka BJ. He did so well last week. Y'all make sure y'all tap in because he's taking it back to school. When we used to be on the lunch, not my little one. When we used to be sitting at the lunch thing, beating with the pencils and making all of these sounds. Praise God. Friday, way past cool the nerdcast with Cam and Lex G. All things nerdy, honey. All things. And I'm just waiting for them to ask me to be on the show. I mean, like, Okay, thanks.
We'll
I
get you
got
on
my
there. We'll
invite.
get you
That
on there.
silence was an invite.
We'll get
We
you on
skip
there.
Saturday just for now, and then we roll over to Sunday with the show that started it all, the podcast about nothing, which is always really about something, with the guys every Sunday at 9. Did I say that Cam's Way Past Cool Nerdcast is at 9 on Fridays? If I did not, I'm going to back that up. Okay, so you got the Way Past Cool Nerdcast at 9 p.m. on Fridays, and then we're going to skip Saturday for now and go to Sunday with all of the fellas with the podcast about nothing, which is really about something. And boom, that's your Sunday at 9.
Hey, okay,
Yeah,
okay. True.
you
Knocking it out the
guys,
park. Look at
you
you.
know, y'all can just sign me. You know, maybe y'all.
We'll think about it. We'll think about it.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
embarrass me.
we'll think about it.
You guys, we pushed through this episode. I'm not crying because of the episode. I'm crying because this head cold is kicking my behind. Okay. Cam pushed through. I pushed through. Y'all pushed through with hitting this factory reset. This has been your seat to healing with Cam and I. Everybody is always deserving of healing, and you have just enjoyed another session on the comfy couch. We gonna see y'all next Tuesday at 7. Until then, make sure you're checking in with him before you check in with them. And we are out. Back over to you, Cam.
Yeah, I'll let y'all next Tuesday. Love.